Hello, viewers, friends, and people aspiring to the World Championship of Polytopia. We are starting today with more 196 lakes. Unfortunately, our opponent chose what appears to be Aquarion. Certainly an interesting choice for 196 lakes, but it's still good practice to get with Imperius, as we will be participating with Imperius this weekend. So we might as well get some extra practice in here. We got a suburb here, looks like a village could be here. Water here, so this looks like going to be probably a lake up here. And our second suburb, somewhere along this side. Not looking too bad. 2 crops, not terrible. When I was hoping for forest. Forests are typically better, in my opinion, because you go math, you go giants. Unlike 196, let me turn the volume. Unlike 196, where unlike 121, where it's pretty much just rush rider roads, this actually has a lot more development to the game, and I think it'll play a lot different than other game modes I play normally. Tiny's really simple. You typically meet your opponent really fast. There isn't too much expansion in there. Typically you get like 3 techs, and then that's about it, and then you just battle it out. Whereas 196, you can go all the way up to Chivalry, Bombers, Aquatism. I've seen games go to everywhere. So it definitely leads to a more unique gameplay. We're going to go climbing here to find this village. Yeah, okay, it was here. And then I think we just capture it, upgrade. So we could have another city over here. I think it's worth training a warrior to go explore that side. And there's always land around the map, and since we already have climbing, nothing can stop us from walking the entire edge until we find something. So we can keep that in mind. Fishing doesn't look too bad if we want to dominate this water source. Looks like we have a nice clear path. Yeah, there's water here, so it looks really nice. Step there, and we don't need another warrior, we just need 2. Pass. Stack time real quick. Government Cheese here is definitely a well-known player from what I've seen. They have a ton of games played. I've never seen anybody as high as them, but congrats to them. They are definitely dedicated. So we pick up fishing for this, hunting, forestry, mining, smithery. Step here first. Yeah, there's a village. So if we go hunting, forestry, can't really get too many sawmills and markets, so not really looking too good. Farming's not much better. I'd say it gets this city. I think I'm just gonna go fishing. Just pick up fishing, pre-cap, and I don't need anything else. Just pick up workshop, get a lot of income. This could be a good city for an explorer. Jeez, yeah, there you go. They're definitely good at the game from what I've seen. I don't think I've seen anybody quite as talented as them. If we look at how many games they've played, just 14,000. I'm only at 2,800, so not near as much as them. But I've played for a long time, and I'm just surprised when I see people that far. It's always just interesting. Step here. So looks like they might be in the south, considering this giant water. So this is gonna be good for us. We're just gonna go here. Connection doesn't give us the resources we need, so we're just gonna do this. Train a warrior, and the next turn we can get connection bonus. This mountain ruin, connection bonus over here. Resources. Resources here will require 2 roads, maybe, or mining, some other tech. Also, one of the things that makes Imperius much easier to play compared to any other tribe, except I think Quetzali, is the 100% resource rate, really easy to understand. And so in this, it's going to be really easy to find suburbs. It really narrows down where they can be. Other tribes like Barter, Zibasi, they could be misled by not having 100% resource rate, and so they could go to what they think is a suburb, but actually not. And that's where it kind of sucks, is you get kind of screwed like that. It's not terrible, but it's just kind of unfun. Anyway, Small has 5 ruins. We got 2 right here. So, considering the map size, there is no land here, but there could be land here, and that could mean a guaranteed village if nothing prevents it. As in another village, or yeah, another village, because ruins are right after villages. We can test that theory out with Pangea, as Pangea is not guaranteed to have 4 ruins. A tiny Pangea, that is. Because if you do tiny Pangea, since villages can generate all the way at the edge of the map, 1 tile away from the edge. No, sorry, not 1 tile away from the edge, 2 tiles away from the edge. Since they can generate 2 tiles away from the edge, they could fill up every single space with borders of villages, and that means there's not going to be any ruins in those borders. They have 2 tile space between water, so there's water on the edge, but it still has to be a 2 tile gap between it because of Aquarion. So that really prevents a lot of ruins from generating, and that's very interesting to note because of that means there's less likely to be ruins in the game. So we can see this very simply in Tiny Pangea that ruins generate after. Plus there's a whole video from Polychamps about the order of generation, which is very interesting. It definitely helped a lot in understanding why dry lands and small dry lands, tiny dry lands generate the way they do. I always disliked dry lands when I was first playing because it had terrible density, and in my opinion it still does, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I don't remember when, but I was talking to someone, I think it was Wanny Boy, talking about it. I was complaining about that. Alright, there he is. And he was talking about it was only a few years, I believe it was, since they had this change. 16's enough to get this. We just need a bunch of warriors. The good news is, since we are going against Aquarion, this is all flooded, which means we can put rafts in there, rammers. Rammers actually become more powerful against Aquarion because when they go onto a flooded tile, they don't become a unit anymore. They're not going to just leave a rammer. They stay a rammer, and then you can choose to disembark it. So you have the choice rather than just forced disembark. Although we won't be having that in a normal 196 Lakes game in the championship. We shall see how that goes. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fun. We got players like Meister and Rats going in there. It'll be fun to combat. And then we have players like Ram Dingler and Justini, and of course the Lib. We shall see how that goes, and I think it'll be pretty fun. We're gonna try out some very unique strats, see some very interesting plays, and of course get spawn losses, because what is this game known for other than spawn losses? I guess gambling. It's just a lot of gambling. But it doesn't matter. We are just going to win this one and hopefully win the next. Just keep playing. Never stop gambling. Step over here. Yep, there's the village. It's somewhere. Vision. Interesting. Step. Oh, wait. Why? There's a unit here. No. Wait, why do you go like this? Oh, because it's flooded. Never mind. My bad. Just paranoid. Alright, we'll disembark you. Put you there. Put you there. Unit. Unit. Step there. Unit. And Vet Sword. Let's send you back. I don't need you to capture the village. So we get 2 starfish. I call them starfruit sometimes. It's 2 starfruit. Starfish. Which is nice. That's 16 stars. Pays for getting nav. Oh, we gotta meet them. Maybe we get off 1 starfruit. Robe, that's a little expensive. 20 stars. We get 8, but it costs 16. We get this. If we grab riding it in advance, it could be... Never mind. There goes that whole plan. Actually, no, I mean, you could still do it, but it's not as good. I'll have to get stars from them. So we'll grab riding in advance. Yeah, riding. What are you going to pay? Another vet sword. Ooh, what's this? I don't want you to have that. I forget he's Aquarion. He can just walk there. You can't do that. Okay, well, we shoot. It just comes down to a lot of water domination on these type of maps. So, it really isn't that bad. Like when you get like a giant lake in the middle, it just comes down to water domination, in my opinion. It's not much else. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to see. Well, definitely knew what he was doing there. Pick up lighthouse. I guess it's connection bonus, connection bonus. Yeah, we'll try to ride her here. That's 2, that gives an upgrade. And then we get 2 more connection bonuses, bonus I, whatever you want to call it. Or we could, you know, road these, but I don't really want to do that. He's a vet sword. So that's 3 ruins. Odds are he's picked up another ruin somewhere else, especially considering he's already over here. So bubbles. Okay, good choice. Put it there, and there is an atoll. Atoll. So moving. He didn't bubble it. Okay. Okay, there's 2 ruins. Well, that's a lot of vet sword ruins. 4 vet swords ruin. This is reminding me of a Polychamps bullet game. Alright. In that case, we'll grab Nav now. Get this. I don't think we can steal that. Because there's... there's a lot of units. And scouts are not worth it. He skipped this village. Did he walk around the edge? Probably. Alright, so we can get a giant to be next turn. Problem is, this is expensive. He goes climbing, he kills this, he kills this, and we still have a crab to deal with. Although he did, no, he's a suburb. I can see the other split connection right here. So yeah, his suburb's back here somewhere. So the atoll has to be these 2 spaces. Probably right here, and then therefore the city's right there. Roads, interesting. Yeah, road. And hunting and forestry. Where do you grow forest? This is the bubble. No bubbled units, perfect. Bubbled swordsman, not what I want. It's got writing, obviously. What's the population here? Exactly enough. It's going border growth, okay. Get rid of that sword, I don't like it. A lot of these units. Don't need a giant yet. We'll just hold off on that. Just need to make sure he's not going to be... yeah, we want to do the city. Just throw you in here, get a writer, closer. So there's 2 ruins he's collected. You can easily see. Writer's moving in. This is where bombers are nice. You just have a much bigger range. See, Aquarion has a more unique playstyle because of their ability to just, 1, go on water and cause a lot of mayhem because they're just super annoying to deal with. But 2, these bubbled units are actually really versatile. They're hard to really block and prevent because, well, they could just road by... I mean, they can basically just road anywhere. But it's only 1 tile. That's the thing about it. It's 1 tile, so it's not as bad as getting hit with 4 units out of nowhere. going on Mach 10 basically. Move this. Let's get rid of the crab since I can't move an attack. Keep you close by. Keep you moving up. Alright, grab this, grab resources. There's the last round. Okay. So we can't really do much, so we're going to step back here. We don't have any units for this. This fish, grab the connection bonus. Shop, of course. We don't need Explorer. I mean, I guess I could have gone Explorer, but I don't like to take the chance that it just walks here, which it most likely is going to do. Can't really upgrade that city. We'll get you back in the water. Can't do anything with this. I think we just take the resources up here and just train a bunch of units. There we go. Get some quick. Yeah, see, this is where scouts are nice. Unlike Ram, even though these don't do a lot of damage to these crabs, they're very reusable. As you see, I haven't really lost it. He hasn't really been pressuring it enough, so I can just keep using them over and over to kill these crabs. These warriors, because crabs can't obviously move and attack, so they're not really a threat to these scouts. But you got to be careful because they still have the ability. If they put one in range, he can smack and then run away, which makes him pretty difficult to deal with. So I can't grab this fish, this starfish, and he's going to pressure. Smart. Also, they flood tiles. That's really annoying about it, but can't really prevent that. Are we? Yep, get this swordsman out of the way. Yeah, just go warrior here. We might have enough units to grab the fish. Yeah, we do. And we'll just go a bomber to cause problems. Like that. More riders in the back. So we go in the water. So we can grab this city. But we can get this ruin. I don't want to grab the city. I was trying to get an explorer this city. This city was a lot better with explorer. I just sack basically a unit here to prevent the explorer from going up here, so it funnels more this way. As for cities here, so we obviously have a clear advantage. If you look at our spawn, we have 2 suburbs, they're guaranteed. He has 2 suburbs, one here, one here. But we have an advantage of having these 2 extra cities here. He has this extra city over here, and this other one he could have had if he didn't go out here. But he ends up stepping on this one. I just unsiege. And then I get this one over here. So I have 6 cities. He has 4, and he's getting a 5th. And it's not that beneficial. So, like, even though he gets this one, it's not that great of a city. There's 3 fruit which you can upgrade. There's mine. There's 1 forest. He has forestry. He has aqua farms, but not farming. I assume he's going to try to get rid of the swordsman. Yeah, he's going to try to prevent me from sieging. But I'm going to prevent this crab from doing anything, so we have to stack a lot of units. Deal with this guy, but we have many scouts in range. Or bomber. That I purposely used the vet sword. I put the vet sword in the water because it's a good bomber. He's got 20 health. He's going to be annoying to deal with. Because a 10 HP one just gets hit by 2 riders, it's dead. Unless, of course, you have a quantism. It's the defense of a warrior. Not exactly the strongest unit. So we just need to chip away at this crab. We need to get rid of this rider. Got a lot of things to reach. Huh. Did he give up? Nah, he probably didn't give up. Yeah, there he is. So it seems another crab? Oof, crazy. Alright, so move the bomber up. Move you here. Hit. First killer. Hit. Sack. Sack. Smack and retreat. Get riders in range. Train. I think you can't hit kill a warrior. Yeah, you can't kill a warrior. Siege. Kill. Rider. Ramming's a little expensive. So what we'll do is instead go here. Shoot this guy. Get this guy in here. How do we pop a giant there? I don't think we can pop a giant here without some other tech. I guess I know we can put down 2 ports, but that's kind of... We probably should go better farming. Allows us to upgrade this city. Forestry... no. I'd rather go farming. I don't really need to upgrade this city yet. Yeah, we should pass. Definitely, also one thing to keep in mind is time management. As you see here, I have 6 minutes, 21 seconds. He's got 2 minutes, 30 seconds. He's actually really good at this, like, time management here, because he's, you know, not playing at the moment. He's waiting for him. He's not actually in the game. And he still has a decent amount of time. So that's really good for him. Back. I assume he's playing some other game at the same time. Alright, so we shouldn't be able to unsiege this. I don't see him on siege. Yeah, he didn't grab this fruit or this fruit. He chose an explorer, of course. That probably went up here. That's probably why he moved the crab here. I don't know. Anyway, the crab really can't do anything at this point. It's just kind of stuck here. The only unit to attack. Yeah, there we go. Relatively easy win. Gotta say, Furious is definitely one of the better tribes. It was definitely more of a spawn win for us. Look back at this. Okay, so he goes towards center, which is not a great move. There's no indicators over here. There's nothing. Okay, so that delays expansion. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't even go a second warrior. No. Oh wait, never mind, I missed the second warrior. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he sends the second warrior south. Misses the Seagull Rally House. I guess it doesn't really make much sense. He doesn't upgrade his city. Oh no, he upgrades it. Never mind, he upgrades it. Upgrades it with Oregon, it looks like. Fishing. Really? Oregon would have made more sense here. He has 4 fruit with the lighthouse. That's guaranteed. Next turn, upgrade this. Okay. So pretty bad mistakes. But he does get these. He gets this village first. Okay. Yep. So he walks diagonal up here. That's why. Okay. Unfortunately, I have scouts in range, so he doesn't get the city. It would have been good for him to get the city, because that shoots an explorer up north and gets really good vision. Let's see what his vision was. Yeah, so he didn't have much vision on me, so he's just kind of... Yeah, he just he took all workshops, which is fine. In like this back city, there's no reason to explore here. It doesn't pay off very well. This one, I mean, you could have... This one... I mean, it wouldn't be bad to take explorers in one of these cities at least. My friend will definitely tell you he will have vision. Overall, it seems like at this point he doesn't really have an army to fight with. Like, he has these riders. Like, these riders could provide good value if he would actually use them. He really didn't have like much use for his units. Like, he didn't really attack much. Like, focus on his vision. Like, he sees this and he kills this one scout. Like, he's only got 2 kills at this point. Even with the 2 crabs, he only has... Okay, he has 5 kills here. Oh, I sacrificed the warriors, that's why. Yeah, I sacrificed the warriors. But he really isn't getting that many kills. The only reason he has kills is because I sacked units into this guy. And then he gets the one guy over here. So it really didn't work out for him. He just didn't really attack me. He played too passively, and he messed up his expansion. Like, there's no reason to go north. I mean, yeah, you want to expand to center, but not if there's no resources there. You don't expand towards no resource. You go to some indicator of some sort, and the only indicators he could see at the start was to the forest over here. There's an animal, though, so it seems like 100% you should go this way. South is fine. Yeah, south makes sense here. Like, yeah, you know the suburbs got to be somewhere around this area. But he goes this way, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's just not great. He takes too long to capture cities. Like, he captures his first city on turn 6. I've got both my suburbs, and I found a ruin. Found another city. I'm going in the water at this point. I'm just like, I'm going to full send water and just take what I can. Also, the starfish locations were very one-sided for me if you look at it. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess these two were actually somewhat able for him. Like, they're pretty close to him. But, obviously he got there first and just took them all. So it didn't matter. They're all just in one area, so it's just push one area and you get starfish. I think this one is the only one that he couldn't really get if he went water. That is a nice advantage, though, for Aquarion. You just get it going. You could just walk on water and just collect starfish with warriors without having to send, like, rafts. I mean, rafts are fine, but it requires more turns. Anyway, that was an interesting game. I gotta say he played definitely interesting. I think it was just too passive. Like, he had these crabs, but he just didn't push on them. Like, when he got the crabs, I was kind of scared because, like, well, he's got crabs. I don't really have a navy yet. I got 3 scouts. He's got a vet sword. And I was like, okay, well, he moved it this way. Like, he didn't actually pressure at all with the crab. I guess he didn't want it to die because he's like, he sees all these scouts. And crabs don't really fight scouts. Juggernauts fight scouts, not crabs. But he didn't, like, you could have used the crabs as, like, basically meat shields. You put the crabs up in front, and then you train a bunch of riders with these bubbles riders, and they just get tons of value because they're bouncing off, and they're retreating. So you could get a lot of value with them. But he just doesn't do that. And he sends this lone crab up here and tries to take the city. And, well, I can handle the lone crab. The crab's not my threat. The crab's not a threat. It's what's behind the crab. And so when I finally send a navy over here and defeat this crab, it's pretty easy for me to kill this crab. It's lonely. It's just doing nothing, and he has no unit to help back it up. So yeah, it's pretty over. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and that should be tomorrow, or I guess I don't know when I'll upload this. Probably in a bit. We shall see. I'll send this out, and then I shall see you for the finals on Saturday. Thank you for watching.